It's time for the Talking Habs PreGame Show before every Montreal Canadiens hockey game. Previews, lineups, and the Guess the Score contest. Here's your hosts, Rick and Matt. Hey everybody, welcome in. It is time for the game between the Montreal Canadiens, and they're hosting San Jose Sharks tonight. I forgot what I was going to say. So the San Jose Sharks minus Evander Kane. There's a big story there. Evander Kane was suspended for 21 games for violating the COVID-19 rules by the NHL for submitting a fake COVID vaccine certificate. I think that's what it was. So there's that. Let's see. So we got a big game tonight. Montreal 0-3 or 0-3-0, and they're kind of in need of a win. San Jose, not a great team. We're going to take a look at compare the two teams. We're going to do a bit of a preview. Got some news and stuff, and we're going to do all that tonight. I'm waiting on my co-host, who's a little late, who seems to be late these days, but Matt should be joining us momentarily, I hope. Anyway. He hasn't said no. And so we'll get to that. So let me give him to have a drink, and then we'll get right to it. Let me see who's in here. Did anybody show up? We got 7 people in the room. All right. Give a thumbs up if you're going to have fun, because you should know whether you're going to have fun or not. And so consider subscribing and ring the notifications bell. Tonight, for the first time ever, we are live streaming on YouTube on I take that back, on Facebook. No, nobody knows where it is because I created a new Facebook page. If you go to Facebook and just look up Talking Habs, and now it has its own Facebook page, send a friend request, and we will accept you. And then you can watch stuff there, and we're going to try to make that place a little bit of a happening. So it's there tonight. So for the first time, and like I said, there's only like 4 members, and I don't think any of us are watching it there. But we're live streaming there just to see how it goes, how it works, and how it if there's any glitches with it that way. And let's see who's here. Daryl Adams. Daryl. Oh, by the way, yeah, don't forget Guess the Score contest. Oh, I forgot to put that up. Let me put that up. Hang on a sec, guys. It's here somewhere. There it is. Forgot. Daryl Adams has 4-2 Habs. He says Hoffman if he's back, and if not, Anderson. So he asked us, Rick, with the trouble with Evander Kane, hang on, I'll start that again. Rick, with the trouble Evander Kane is in, if you were Marc Bergevin, would you take a chance on him and maybe get the old Kane that can get a lot of points? How do I put it? Hell no. I wouldn't touch Evander Kane with a 10-foot pole. And if he was a girl, you know the old saying, I wouldn't F that girl with your dick. Yeah, I wouldn't do that with him either. So, yeah, I wouldn't touch Evander Kane as far as I could throw him, which wouldn't be very far. And I wouldn't want any part of Evander Kane, a guy that's going to lie about his vaccination. If he's not man enough to say, no, I'm not going to get the vaccination. If he's not man enough to do that, and he's got to put in a fake certificate, yeah, I don't want him on my team or anywhere near my team, to be honest with you. So, no. Matt Outdoor, how's it going, man? Habs Guru, Andre, Drake, Thomas, and Go Habs Go. Welcome in, everybody. So, big game tonight. Yeah, they need a win tonight. They really, really need a win tonight. I should have guesses there. I haven't given mine yet. My middle son was over today, and it kind of threw me off for my preparation. Gobs Go says he thinks the Hoffman Brooks Galley line is going to show up. And remember, that's temporary, and it may not be. I heard that Evans was at practice. Well, let's go over some of those things. Let's go over what I got here. Up here. All right, so first things first. I believe this was yesterday. It might have been today. Canadiens place Alex Belzile on waivers. That signifies the arrival of Mike Hoffman. This also, Dominique Ducharme says Jake Evans is questionable for Tuesday night's game. That's tonight. I then saw something on Twitter today that Evans was at practice and skating. So that could mean that Evans is going to be in the lineup. If that's the case, Brooks won't be the third line center. He'll be the fourth line center, is my assumption. And Evans will be back in that third line. What else? What's this here now? Allen didn't practice yesterday with the group. Nothing to be worried about. He worked with Eric Raymond separately. Here's the thing. Now, it's nothing really to worry about. I feel, I don't know what the reason is, and I hope it's nothing horrible for him. But Edmondson returned home for family reasons. So Edmondson will be out a little bit longer. And here is the suspected lineup. I don't have the lineup for San Jose Sharks. I don't have it. So this was the practice lines yesterday. I saw what Montreal put out today on their website, that it's the same thing. You can take Belzile out of there. So, and you can, on the bottom there, you see Montembeault. That's because at practice yesterday, Allen was working especially with the goaltending coach. So that's the practice lines at practice yesterday. So don't freak out. Montembeault is not in. That's tonight. It will be Allen. Toffoli, Suzuki, Caulfield line back together. Drew and Dvorak Anderson still together. Hoffman, Brooks, Gallagher. And like I say, if Evans is in, you got to figure that Evans will be the center there. And then it would be Lehkonen, Brooks, and Armia. And if Evans is not in, Perreault is going to be taking the fourth line center. Maybe it'd be Paquette because this was practice lines, but, Romanov, Petrie, Sherrod-Savard, and Kulak with Niku in practice and Weidman as the seventh defenseman. I kind of think that's what we're going to see tonight because mainly Weidman hasn't been that good. He did get a goal, but he hasn't really been that good, and I don't expect that might change personally. Let's see if you guys are saying anything. Peter Charnish, welcome in. Roger Lacourse, Mary Jo Fleming, how's it going? Right, okay, so I saw a question there. Let's get back to what I got. Tail of the tape. Okay, so this is the record. So Sharks have only played one game, so that's something. Montreal's 0-3-0. Sharks are 1-0-0. Scoring chances for percentage, 42.5% for Montreal, 27th, 54.8% for San Jose, 10th. Goals per game, as we know, 1 goal per game for Montreal, 32nd, so that is now last in the league. 4.00 for San Jose, that's 10th. Goals against per game, 3.33 for Montreal, 21st, and 3.00 for San Jose, that's 20th, so virtually the same. Power play percentage, a big fat 0 for Montreal, and it's still only 28th, and 40% for San Jose, 7th in the league. You got to remember, not for Montreal, obviously, but a lot of teams will have an inflated power play numbers at the beginning of the season because there's not a lot of power plays yet, and it'll start to slowly even out. PK percentage, 61.5%. That's 25th for Montreal. That's up a little bit from the previous game. 100% for the Sharks. They have not given up a power play goal yet. So it's kind of like team that hasn't gotten one, team that hasn't given up one, due for a clash, and hopefully that'll change their records tonight. And the head-to-head record last season, 0-1-0 for Montreal against the Sharks, 1-0-0 for the Sharks, so they beat Montreal in their one game. So that's something. Let's see. Comments. It's been 6.5 years since we beat the Sharks. I'm a bit worried. Has it been that long? Seriously? Yeah, well, we could be 0-4-0. Hey, Zachary, how's it going? Daryl's going to take Hoffman. Awesome, Daryl, no problem. I think James, by the way, hi, James. I think it will be another game of chemistry building. Probably not a win, but I remain hopeful. Me too. Got to remain hopeful, but, could be an 0-4-0 start. So hope not, but, you never know. Okay, one more item I will be talking about here, and this is going to be in my weekend update. Hopefully we'll have a little more on it, but I doubt it. But let's go with this. So there's a rumor out there now, Marc Bergevin entering the final year of his contract as general manager in Montreal just might wind up in Los Angeles next season, working with Kings president Luc Robitaille. So this is from Larry Brooks from an article he wrote, and it says, whispered into our ears by a savvy individual with keen insight into the dynamics of the league, and that description eliminates scads of suspects. We've been advised not to discount the possibility that Marc Bergevin, entering the final year of his contract as general manager in Montreal, just might wind up in LA next season working with Kings president Luc Robitaille. And then it's an article. There's a reason why I wanted this. Let me see if I can find it. I'm back. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, no, I guess it dropped. It said I was offline, so don't know if my internet's acting up tonight. So sorry about that, but thank God Streamlabs doesn't shut me down. Let me see if I can get this thing off here. And that's why I guess I had trouble. Yeah, that's why I couldn't take that off. Yeah, that's weird. That's never happened. Let's hope this doesn't happen often tonight. Would be really nice. I hope it's nothing to do with Facebook. Well, let me go. I'm not online there. Okay, where's my Facebook? Yeah, that's weird. That's never happened. Okay, that's Facebook. How do I turn the volume off? There. Oh, I'm really behind over there. I'm trying to see how far I'm Oh man, on Facebook it's like seconds behind, more than that. Oh well, all right. Sorry, it was a test tonight to see how Facebook works out. So, Jude Drouin has 2 goals. He's the only goal scorer other than Wideman. Yeah, I know that. I know. Does Hoffman signed a 3 or 4 year contract? I'm not sure. Honestly, I can't off the top of my head. I'm not sure if it was 3 or 4 years. How much? Wait, how are you? I think it will be 3-1 Habs. Oh, okay. I thought that was a question. No problem, Zachary. Sorry. Hey, Joey. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you. I hope you are as well. All right. So let me give you, a score guess for me. I haven't thought about it really for tonight. How are we doing for time? I don't know what happened to Matt tonight. Matt's supposed to be here. Don't know. Man, is it ever behind on Facebook? Let's go over. So that's Montreal and San Jose. It's going to be a tough one. Now, usually Matt and I have a meeting. That's my alarm for it. I do on Tuesdays. What am I thinking here? They scored 4. We haven't scored. We can't really tell. They're scoring 4. Oh man, I'm gonna go with 3-2 I'm going to go with Montreal. I'm not going to. They need to win. Who's going to get the first goal? I hope it's somebody other than. I want Druin to score, but I mean, I hope it's somebody other than Druin scores tonight as well. I will go for Caulfield. I'll take Caulfield. 3-2 Montreal. There's mine. Okay. Have I want to see if I got anything else. I did want to talk about something else, actually. Here's something. It's an anniversary. This is not hockey. It's an anniversary in Montreal of Blue Monday. It's the 40-year anniversary of Blue Monday. I had other pictures, but I didn't want to put Rick Monday's picture up here. So the Expos were basically a win away from going to the World Series. And so Steve Rogers was my very favorite Habs pitcher of all times. And this is something he said about Blue Monday. I don't know how old this is. It's not that old. Whenever people ask me what I thought of Montreal, did I like playing there, I tell them that it was the best of the best, Rogers said. There wasn't an organization that was better. There was no city that had better fans, and I want to thank them for that. Because the excitement that was Montreal Expos baseball in those halcyon days, it was a very deep source of pride that I feel, and I feel a connection with the city of Montreal, and the fans are the ones that created that connection. So I want to thank them all. It's too bad that it didn't sustain itself and that there's not a franchise there now. But you can't undo that. It is what it is. But I know when I was there, it was the best of the best. Always loved Steve Rogers. So there's talk that the Expos will probably making an appearance here pretty soon. In the next year or two. I think we have to get a baseball stadium here before downtown, before that's going to happen. But yeah, so I thought I'd bring that. It's the 40th anniversary of Blue Monday. Man, I'll never forget that day. We were just about to get to the and they put Steve Rogers in to relieve. And Steve Rogers was never a first inning pitcher. Like if Steve Rogers got through the first inning or two without giving up a run, he was in for a good game. He had a slow start to most games. Putting him in relief, I knew was a mistake. And I was driving, I think, working, and I was like, no, not Rogers. I love Steve Rogers, but not for a relief appearance. And yeah, he gave up that home run. And it's amazing. It's 40 years ago. That's as close as we got. And yeah, it's sad. But it's something to remember. How many of you guys remember Blue Monday? Hi there. No Bling Bling, Gene Melanson. And was someone else joining? Nope. I guess I didn't say Oppenheimer before, but hey, Sonny, how's it going? RPM, how's it going, man? I haven't made that sign yet for you. I haven't forgotten. I have a note here. Let's hope. Okay, wait a second. Does Hoffman have a 3-card? Let's hope he's brought his guns tonight and they're loaded. Too many of our guys are shooting blanks. Remember, Hoffman's first game. Don't put too much pressure on him. He might need a game or two to get back into gear. I hope you're right more than I'm right, but don't be disappointed if he doesn't see the board, tonight. He's got to get some of that rust out. He is not. He had no preseason games, so that's why I'm not taking Hoffman tonight. If it was preseason game, I might have, but not in a regular season. He needs to catch up a little bit, so it might take a game or two. So hopefully this won't get too much worse as far as the record goes, and we'll see. So we have my co-host has finally showed up, and we got Matt showed up here there.
Hi,
he missed everything. Yeah, I went through a few things.
I had I'm watching the Facebook stream. to watch comments and stuff that way.
Yeah, no, I see it, and we're really behind.
Cool.
I do want to put this out. I almost forgot. I'm glad I looked at my notes. Everybody knows J Batz, regular here. J Batz. J Batz emailed me, I think yesterday, and he might be here. And if you are J Batz is having an operation on Thursday, some brain surgery, very serious operation. So we want to wish him all the best of luck for J Batz. Our fingers are crossed for him. Thoughts are there for him. And there was something else I wanted to say. Yeah, we're wishing him obviously a quick recovery. No, I'm not saying this right. I wrote stuff to say and I didn't do it. This is what I'm going to say. Yeah, I wanted to wish him a quick recovery from all of us so that he can be back here. He said he's hoping that everything goes well so he can be back and join us again here on the pregame show and the show. So, all the best to J Batz. I'm doing this badly, but we're thinking of you. And
100%.
Yeah, I hope. I'm sure as soon as he can, he's going to let me know. I'm going to let everybody know. So, best wishes. He wanted to say, this is what J Batz wanted to say. Best wishes to all of us for a good season, and he hopes to see us soon. So, yeah, I really butchered that. I'm sorry, J Batz, but best of luck, buddy. My fingers literally are crossed for you, and I'm thinking about you. He's on the IR right now. That's right. J Batz is going on the IR, and we don't know if it's going to go into the LTIR, but he'll get back. I wish him to get well soon, and that he'll be back in the channel. When he does come back, we're going to put him on and check out how he's doing. So I don't know. Good. I mean, he's going in. I imagine he's going in the hospital tomorrow, so I don't know if he's going to be watching or not tonight. But if you are, buddy, best of luck. Yeah, caught me. He had said something last season about that he was ill, and he caught me a bit. I was a bit thrown yesterday when I got the email, but yeah. So yeah, good luck for J Batz, and I hope he'll be back soon. I don't imagine it'll be a while, but I hope he gets back by the end of the season. Matt Outdoor, we're doing Facebook Live first time. You can't find it yet, but if you go on Facebook and go to search Talking Habs, give us a friend request, and we'll okay that, and then you'll be able to watch there if that's better for you. So yeah, we're trying to get a bit of more of a presence on Facebook.
Yep, absolutely.
So yeah, we're going to be streaming there. So I made a new page for specifically for that. Made the mistake of sending notifications back to my email for stuff that happens on there, and that was a mistake. Yeah, I'm going to have to change that one. So what do we got here? Sami Niku is back from the IR. I just said that.
Hoffman's playing tonight.
What else did I?
Did you talk about Mike Hoffman?
Yes.
Good.
Even talked about Blue Monday.
Yeah, I heard you talking about baseball. Red Sox won 12-3 last night. I think that's good.
Yeah, that we don't really care about that, but
oh, it's such a good game.
Yeah,
hit another grand slam. It was so sick.
Yeah, the game's all about home runs today. But 40 years ago, man, Rick Monday tore our hearts out. And that was as close as we were going to get. Nobody answered that. Is anybody else in the room? Were you Expos fans at all? Yeah. I don't see.
Love for you to get the Expos back.
Yeah, well, there's sort of news on that, but nothing that's solid. So, yeah.
Right.
We should hear something by the summer. How stupid was Evander Kane giving up all that money to have handed a fake vaccine card? Yeah,
that was pretty friggin' stupid.
Yeah. Daryl Adams at the very first comment there asked if I thought Mark Bergevin should maybe think of signing Kane to a contract to see if we can get the old Kane back, and my response was hell no.
No, absolutely not. Especially with what's going on with him too off the ice with whatever the hell's going on with him and his wife right now.
Yeah, it's
Stay
hard to
clear
tell. It's
at
hard to
all
say what.
costs.
Yeah, it's hard to say what's going on with that. The NHL didn't think her stuff was enough for them to suspend them any more than the 21 games on that. So,
But still, though, I mean, it's still an element of unknown, so I wouldn't touch him with the 10.5-foot pole.
No. Like I said, I'll repeat it at the risk of being canceled. What we used to say to our buds if they had a girlfriend that we deemed to be unattractive, that I would never with your dick, like that thing. Yeah, that's the kind of attitude you got to have with Evander Kane.
Yeah.
I didn't impress Matt with that one. None. Probably didn't impress anybody else out there. Thank God I didn't just go out and say it just out loud completely. Habs Guru remembers Dennis Martinez, El Presidente. Yeah, he was pretty good. He had was it the last no-hitter? Perfect game. He threw a perfect game here. Never forget that one. I wasn't there and I didn't see it on TV, but I was listening to the game on the radio while I was working. I'll never forget that one. I was a bigger Jays fan. Well, I hated the Jays growing up. Probably still do.
Yeah, I don't really like any of the other teams in the AL East. And it's going to be fun if the Expos come back. Then we'll have a little interchannel rivalry.
Yeah, it's true. They'll be in the American League, which is going to be weird.
Be in the AL East, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be really weird. But hey, Franco. Blue Monday, elementary school. He was in Blue Monday. No, I was Blue 81, so I was 18. Snuck in a portable radio and we're listening to a game during class, and it was such a disappointment. It was such a man.
Did they blow the game late or something? I'm not really that familiar.
Well, yeah, it was late. Our greatest, in my mind, our greatest pitcher ever, Steve Rogers, comes in in relief. Steve Rogers, if you know Steve Rogers, was not the best first or second inning pitcher. So basically, if Steve Rogers didn't give up anything in the first or second inning, you were good that game. You're going to win that game. Steve Rogers usually blew it early, or he was really good to go. So bringing him in to relieve was not, to me, was like I was screaming at the radio, "What, Jim Fadden, what are you doing? It's the wrong guy. It's the wrong guy. It's the wrong guy." And didn't take too many pitches, man, and over the fence. And it was like I knew it was going to happen. And
is it a playoff? I assume it's a playoff game if they had a starter coming in.
Yeah, if they won that game, they go to the World Series.
Oh.
They were one game from the World Series in 1981.
Right now, we're 2.
Yeah.
We win tonight, it's 1.
Yeah, for you too. That's as close as we ever got. Never got close again.
I thought you also had a couple decent teams in the 90s, though, right?
Yeah. But then that year that strike in 94 and then 95, they sold everything. Sold everybody. All the good players. Big fire sale, gone. That's it. They were never good again. But man, so close. He could have picked almost any other pitcher that night, and it would have been fine. But Steve Rogers was the wrong guy. I know this isn't hockey, but it's the 40th anniversary.
Well, we got playoff baseball tonight, so I mean, it does, it's cool.
Yeah. Sorry, it's Blue Monday. It's the 40th anniversary. I don't have another platform to talk about it on, so I apologize, guys. So, yeah, what have we got? I am stuck on that right now. What can I say? And he's stuck on his Red Sox getting to the World Series. So
I'm hoping. It'd be awesome.
I wish you the best, man.
I appreciate it. Ow! Cooper, I know you want to be on camera, but you can't right now.
All right. So how's it going on Facebook? It's really lags behind there on Facebook, eh?
Yeah.
I can't believe how far behind. That's a good 30 seconds behind. 20 anyway. That's funny. Think Facebook will throw me off for smoking on my own page?
Who knows?
Who knows? Come on, guys. We're lacking in here. 36 people. Let's get some. Come on. Let's get some stuff to talk about. Okay. So, show of hands. I guess by you giving your scores kind of say, but I guess most of us hope. I wonder if it's hope or really feel we're going to break the losing streak. Matt, what do you think?
I mean, I think we have to. I mean, this is
okay. We have to, but will they?
But like, listen. So like, obviously, the Buffalo game, I thought we would go in there and crush them, but obviously, Buffalo does their thing at the start of every year, where they get out hot. They start hot for like the first month, and then they plummet into the year's crust. But I mean, the Sharks are in shambles right now. They're just not a good team. This game is really the type of game where we need to come out and just go full force. Because a win tonight, especially like a big win, it would do absolutely everything we need for confidence-wise. Hopefully Hoffman gets on the score sheet.
I don't know about everything, but it would be a good start in the right direction.
Well, right. But we need a win, and I mean, this is a game to do it in.
There's no doubt they need a win. And yeah, you figure, right? Sharks they've only played one game. Did you know that? Sharks have only had one game so far.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're 1-0.
Who'd they beat?
I don't know. I don't know who they beat, but they scored 4 goals against them because they also scored 4 goals or 4 goals a game. But yeah, they only played one game, so I don't know. I don't know how that'll make it play out, but
and then obviously Thursday night it's the big game.
We haven't beaten Sharks since 2015 or something like that.
Really?
Someone put that
long?
Yeah, no, someone put that up in here earlier.
Jesus.
So if you look at those things, it might not end up well. I don't know. I hope. Habs Guru, I do want to say those names, love those names, but they weren't playing 40 years ago. Those guys were in the 90s, Grissom and Walker. I'm not sure. I know Devin White, but I'm not sure. But he wasn't there in '81. Just to say. Moonlight Cyborg says the Sharks beat Winnipeg, and I think that's right. I saw that they had played. So yeah, Sharks beat Winnipeg if that's their only game that they played. Hockey fan guy wants Adam Brooks to get 2 goals and make the Leafs fans panic. Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh, did you see the highlights of that OT last night? Holy crap!
No, but I was really happy to see that they lost the game, and I thought to myself,
me too.
This is going to be another one of those years where we're going to go Leafs lost. Yeah, it hadn't happened for a while that I've been doing that, so it's going to be really good this year to see them lose.
Oh my god, it was a bonkers overtime, back and forth. Matthews missed like 2 empty nets, which I thought was hilarious. My side hurt. I was laughing so hard.
He's rusty, and his wrist hurts. Come on, his wrist hurts. I told you. You see what I said in the weekend update. They're doing a new thing with him, right? Because the wrist, he's not confident in it. So now what they're doing is before the game or before he goes out on the ice, so he has to sit on his hand, right? You sit on his hand, and then when it feels like somebody else's hand is on his stick, you know how that works? That's how, yeah. That's the new thing they're doing. No, but it's funny, though. Yesterday, I saw someone making a comment on Twitter that hopefully he remembers how to score. I mean, but then he's missing the net, but he's rusty. I mean, his timing's not there.
Yeah,
that's all.
It's funny.
Don't forget,
I saw it. Oh,
they haven't played hockey in a long time. Remember, we beat them in the first round.
That's true.
Remember that. So yeah, sorry.
But I didn't mean to interrupt you either.
No.
But I was just gonna say I was watching. John over at Hot Take was watching the game live, and he was losing his mind in the OT.
I imagine.
It was insane.
Yeah, he put up a comment that made me like, okay, did they win or lose the game? So I had to go check, and yeah, it was good to see that they lost.
He was, I mean, he was losing his mind, and then the Rangers scored. He went, score.
Well, yeah.
But it was
I
good,
was,
and I
no,
love John. John's a great guy.
no,
It
John's
was
a great
great.
guy.
It
But
was
I was
great
doing
to
that
watch.
against Buffalo, and then against the
Yeah,
Rangers. They scored. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, I'm
yeah,
not happy about it. It's not like I'm a neutral, unbiased
right,
broadcaster. I am a Habs fan. That's it. So yeah,
right.
we can do those things.
It was just because he was like up, like intensity wise, like he was up here for the OT, and then they scored, and he just went. But it was good. It was a great overtime. Campbell was really good. Campbell made a couple of sick saves.
That's I heard a stick save like Allen did.
Yeah, and the glove too. Made a real nice glove save.
Matt asks, if we lose tonight, do you think we put the lines in a blender? But I love how Drouin is our top scorer. And you know what? I don't think so. It's too early. 4 games. It's not like it's the middle of the season. This is the first 4 games. No, I think you got to go longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go 10 games minimum before you start doing that in a big way, my opinion. Mm-hmm. Unless, I mean, they're totally shitting the bed. And I guess you could say they kind of are, but it's still way too early to do that. We get to see a real defenseman in Brent Burns, an aging Brent Burns, but yeah, I mean, he was a really good defenseman, no doubt. He played 27 minutes in first game of the season. Austin had 7, I'm going to say that's shots, and hit two of them. Did he score 2 goals? They didn't. They only got one. They only got 1 goal, so he didn't score 2. It was 2-1.
I don't think he scored any of the goals.
Yeah, I don't think he scored
the goal. I don't think he scored the goal.
Petty wants to bring up the Patrick Roy as GM. He says Patrick Roy as GM. It's coming, bro. And by the way, Berg is following Danault's career. He started in Chicago, and Berg too, and Berg might go to LA. It's just a rumor, though. Look, LA is just a rumor. They have who is it? They have that defenseman there from New York, the old New York defenseman, Rob Blake. Isn't Rob Blake the GM there?
In LA?
Yeah.
He might be.
Yeah, and I don't think Blake's been doing a bad job. LA is an up-and-coming team. I don't know that it's necessary that it's sure thing that Berg's going to LA. It's a rumor. Don't believe every rumor.
Well, he might not go to be the GM. He could have a different role.
It's true. This is true. But it's a well, Luke Robitaille's the president. I don't think he might go there as his assistant. It's a rumor. He's going to be rumored to go to different places, I'm sure. It seems, though, that kind of the more you're going to hear this stuff and the farther it goes into the season, I'm going to say, yeah, more than likely, this is what's going to be happening. This looks like starting to look like this really could be Bergevin's last season. I have to say, where there's smoke, there's usually fire, as they say. Can't believe Hoggman says can't believe Matthews cried after missing the open net. I mean, he might not have cried, but probably.
Oh, he might have been. He was distraught.
Yeah, he probably when he went in the locker room for sure. And Marner probably was crying.
No, you could see him on the bench. Like he was like hunched over, like he was crying on the bench.
Yeah, could be.
It was funny.
Yeah, because all the little Mexican boys won't be looking up to him if he didn't score. You didn't hear that in an interview. He says he wants the Mexican kids to look up to him because he's half Mexican.
Austin Matthews?
Yeah, I saw this. Okay, I'm not making this up.
No. Really?
Yes.
Oh.
He's half Mexican, and he wants the Mexican kids to look up to him because he's a Mexican kid who's a star in the hockey league in the NHL. So
I would explain the mustache.
But I don't know. Do you think all young Mexican boys want to look up to a sex offender? I don't know. I know that Trump liked to say that they're all rapists and all. I don't think that's true. So I really don't think that all the young boys in Mexico want to look up to some sex offender. I mean, I don't think so.
I mean, I personally wouldn't look up to a sex offender.
No. So, but in Toronto, it's okay in Toronto. Rick, we have to score goals tonight. If we score 0 or 1 tonight, yeah, that's not good. I'm guessing in order to win games, our goalie needs to shut them out. Yeah, which, I mean, that's not going to happen often, or give up 1 goal and pray we win an OT. Listen, it's still early, right? 3 games in. Believe me, not all season are they going to score 1 goal, right? The offense will come around. So let's hope. We're good. Zombie Jesus is pooping and watching. And now with graphics. Awesome. Hockey fan guy, what's also the Ducks rumor that Bergevin's going to the Ducks? If that's the case, I think he's going to be rumored to go in a few different places. Petty confirms Matthews' mom is Mexican.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Half Mexican. Well, he's from Arizona, so that's not a far stretch right there. So I didn't
know. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
I didn't question which side, but I figured since his last name is Matthews, get your last name from your father. His mother's Mexican. I just figured. Matthews, gloves. Matthews was almost crying. Oh well, he's dedicated, man. Let me see. We're another 5 minutes, and we're gonna have to go. I gotta go feed my dog. If we don't win the next 2 games, oh boy, it's gonna be a long season. I don't disagree with that. I mean, it's already, but there's still plenty of time to turn it around.
Oh yeah.
Yukon says he's saying Matthews was gassed. It was his first game back, and he went hard, so he's gassed.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, except he's a professional athlete that they come into camp in shape, so I don't know. He shouldn't have been gassed like that. But I don't like the guy, so yeah, I'm not going to give him a break. Bergevin to the Ducks rumor. Yeah, no, I figured that's what you meant. YouTube search Maple Leafs last day, and you'll see the image. Okay. Don't worry, I'm going to look for it because I'm going to probably use that picture for some kind of a story in some kind of show. I heard LA are I don't know what TOSE means. The top 2 LA and Anaheim. Yeah, well, we're just confirming that. Oh, those LA are the top 2 LA and Anaheim. Okay. Claude Sampson. They're going to have to get rid of Bergie soon. Things will heat up and players might lose focus if there is a disconnect in head office. No, I mean, it's never good to have a lame duck GM. That's for sure. I'll give you that. As Gret said, if people boo you, that means you're good. I mean, true in a way, right?
I mean, or you signed an offer sheet.
I mean, there's a lot of reasons why, but I mean, yeah, or you sign an offer sheet. That'll be Thursday. And you know what's funny? KK is playing less than he did here. His ice time is less.
I said that was going to happen if they're going to put him on the third line there. His ice time's not going to change that much, if at all.
And there's no numbers. There's nothing there. So, yeah. All right.
I really hope they don't put a video tribute or anything on the board. I'll be upset.
He wasn't here long enough for that. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
On that note, we're going to call it a show for this one, and we'll be back at 7 to cover the game. So I want to thank everybody for being here, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give a thumbs up on the way out and subscribe, ring that notifications bell and all those good things, and I'd appreciate that. And I think that's it. So we'll see you in 15 minutes for the game. And hopefully you'll all return, and we'll have a lot of fun watching the game, and hopefully it'll be a win, and then that'll be even better. So thanks, everybody, for being here from Matt and myself, and stay safe out there. Be good. Don't get into trouble in the next 15 minutes, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Absolutely.
Peace out.